Good afternoon, everyone. After 5 years of joining over 60 pig farming groups on Facebook throughout Africa, the most commonly asked question that reoccurs daily is for a recipe or a formulation for feed. As a qualified nutritionist, the question is much too complicated for the average layman, and I therefore decided to make a instructional video for a ration balancing program that I wrote that brings it sort of in the realm of the average layman that they can use. So in this program that I've developed, I included 6 professionally balanced rations, which meets the requirements for the different age groups and sexes of pigs, everything from a creep to a weaner, a creep or a starter, a weaner, a grower, a dry finisher, a dry sow, and a lactating sow. So it provides 6 professionally balanced rations that meets all the requirements for nutritional needs for all of those animals. It also gives you a method and to balance your own rations. So if you run out of maize and you want to use cassava, then you will be able to balance that ration for yourself as well. So you should be self-sufficient after that. It is automated as far as possible, so that all the calculations is done for you, all the conversions to the same units are done for you, so that you don't have to be a math genius to do the ration balancing. And then it will be accompanied by an instructional video that will give you tips and methods of doing the ration balancing yourself. So in a ration, to balance a ration, you need to know that firstly it's very important. You want to maximize your pig growth to its genetic potential. Of course, the genetic potential limits anything you can do, but it will maximize the potential that you've got. With nutrition and so on, the first limiting nutrient limits the growth to that level. Doesn't matter if everything else is perfect. If you have one ingredient that is suboptimal, that is the level that you will produce at, and so on. So you can't leave out anything, and that is the problem with the question of give us a recipe, or can I use this, and so on. There's too many factors at play. Okay, so with a balanced ration, it will give you the shortest time to slaughter weight. It will save you the maintenance part of feed every day, and at AdLib that is 30% of the ration. So every day the first 30% of the feed goes into maintenance, and you get nothing for that. It produces body heat, sweat, poos, and farts, and none of that is sellable. Okay, it improves your feed conversion. So you use less food to produce 1 kilo of meat. A balanced ration will also save you your feed costs and improve your profit. More pigs can be reared in the same building because you're growing them faster. So it pays off your building quicker. That's a huge capital expense, and lowers the amount of capital you need to build that building in the first place. And it lowers the amount of capital you've got to lay out, and how much of that capital is tied up in buildings and so on. Okay, So what this ration does for you, it provides you all the nutritional needs for all the age groups of pigs to optimize their growth. It will provide you with the nutritional content of the feed ingredients available to you in your area. It will give you the recommended inclusion rates of these ingredients based on their limitations. Their limitations might be anti-nutritional factors, too high fiber to add more than a certain amount. So it takes those into account. The major problem with ration balancing is that you get a table and it's in a different unit standard. You get pounds instead of kilograms, or it does digestible energy instead of metabolizable energy. And converting all of these things to the same units is a headache, and so on. So we've done all of that for you. Okay, so we're going to give you a method of how to do a ration balancing as well. So a step-for-step method. Okay, so how can this ration balancing spreadsheet solve these problems that's just mentioned? We supply all those nutritional needs for all the different kinds of feeds. We supply the nutritional content of all the feeds. We give you both everything in the same unit standards. We use a red and green traffic light system to indicate to you that you are within the recommended inclusion rates for that ingredient. If you put in more than what is recommended, the block that will turn red. If you are within the recommended levels, it will turn green, and so on. So you can see, you can override that if you really have to, or if you really want to, but it will tell you that you are doing right or wrong. It will also comply with it. You use the same traffic light system to show you that you are complying with the total nutritional requirements of the feed that you're working with. So that all the ingredients figures are added up, and the totals, we give you a total that it should reach, and whether you are there or not yet with the same red and green traffic light system. And we will give you, so we've automated as much as we can in the spreadsheet, and we've given you a method of doing the rest. But when it comes to you, you will have a recipe for each feed, and then you can do your own after that. Okay, so what do you get? 6 professionally balanced rations. You get an ingredient list of 16 ingredients that include 7 essential ones, things like that you cannot do without to balance a ration, things like DCP, dicalcium phosphate, lime, salt, a premix, lysine, methionine, those kind of things is compulsory. And then you get to choose from 41 different ingredients, 9 more that covers all the nutritional groups to provide all your protein, your energy, your trace elements, your macro elements, your vitamins, your amino acids, and so on. So you can choose from a list of 41, 9 more. The ability to adjust these rations when one of your ingredients run out, you can adjust it yourself, and using the instructional video to accomplish this. Okay, so how much money will this cost me or save me, and so on? So to give you indication, if you've got a 25-sow unit, which should give you 1 liter every week of the year, averaging 9 piglets, and you save $1 per bag, you will pay the cost of this spreadsheet off in less than a month. Quite a lot less than a month. The price is $75. Sorry, it's behind this little screen at the moment. But yeah, so consider this as a Christmas present to a friend or to yourself or to your husband. And we'll go from there. Thanks very much.